I get this hand on my back, just pushing me out. Out of the corner of my eye, those black figures just walking across. Hi, Heather Klizak. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too, Heather.
Hi.
Welcome to Martinsville SOAPWORKS. I started making soap 12 years ago, well, 13 years ago actually, now that it's 2015. I moved on to Webster Street in December of 2013. All the soaps, the bath and body products, and the soy candles, they're all made right here in the store. I make them all. And then there's about a dozen different local artisans that have their things here as well.
So you have been having some odd experiences here in the store since you moved in
It
last year?
started right before we opened, right after they put it, because it was a total gut on the building. It was a $125,000 renovation. It was partly funded by Lumber City Development Corporation here in Northtown, Wanda. And right after they put the front on the building, we got in here because we only had 6 days between then and when we opened. So there had already been a lot of construction going on. And once I was here more, then I started seeing strange things. I started seeing shadow people walking across the back, and nobody else really saw anything. And then the biggest thing that happened was I got pushed up the basement stairs the first time I went down into the basement.
Oh wow.
And it was a hand like that, right on the back, on my back. It was aggressive. It was definitely aggressive.
When was the last time you guys have actually had an experience here?
Oh, I actually saw something white out of the corner of my eye yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So since that time, it's not like it's dying down or anything.
It kind of comes and goes. When there's more people in the store, I see more stuff. I generally don't go down in the basement. After being attacked like that, I was like, nah, I send other people down to get stuff for me. Yeah. The times that I have been down there, I can feel, that prickly on the back of your neck feeling that you get when you're being watched.
Okay.
I get that downstairs a lot.
Can you just take us a little walk through and just show us some of the experiences you had and where they happened?
Oh, sure, absolutely. This is where I work most of the time, and I'll see shadow people just out of the corner of my eye, those black figures just walking across, and I'll just be like, oh, hi.
And this is during the day?
This is during the day. I'm usually here during the day. It's usually not at night. I have had one other person see them too. It happens frequently. Actually, it happened as recently as yesterday. I was coming out of the bathroom, and I see this white thing like out of the corner of my eye, and I'm here by myself. Get up to the second stair from the top, and I get this hand on my back just pushing me out. I can feel him watching me, and it doesn't like me down here.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot going on here, Heather. We're going to come back in a couple hours, get the team together to brief them on what we need to do here for the investigation tonight, and we'll meet you back here later in the night.
Okay, great. Sounds awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Heather.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting both of you too.
Right off the bat, the first thing that comes out, older woman, almost feels connected to this building, this place right here, very overprotective, overlooking the place. I get the name Effie.
That's a former owner, a past owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being called this way, is that okay if I
Sure.
go ahead and walk
Sure.
together?
Okay. Basement.
Okay. Always the number one spot. I can tell right from this point that who whomever's down here is very aggressive, very in your face. Yeah, has no problem with letting, I'm gonna say him, with letting you know that he's here, very like this, very pushy, very forward.
I got to here and it
I feel like you got a lot, and it doesn't necessarily is connected to you. It's not necessarily connected to a family member of yours, but I think it's the history of the building, and I think it's a revolving door. Hello, hello.
Hey, Ash. So, okay, so you had a chance to walk through the Martinsville SOAPWORKS factory.
Yes. Initially, when I walked in, first person to greet me was an older lady named
Effie?
Effie.
Ava.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, this used to be Ava's Place Bar, and that was the owner.
And this lady's name was Effie?
The owner's name was Effie, and she passed away in 2013. But this was her place. I mean, her and her family ran the place for quite a long time.
Okay.
It was a staple in North Tonawanda, actually. Everybody hung out there.
Home run, Ashley?
Also, I was attracted to the basement right away.
Okay.
That was a whole different feeling. Very uncomfortable feeling, actually. If I had to choose, it was definitely a male. Very in your face, very pushy.
Yeah.
Like, literally would probably push you.
What did she go through and tell you of her experience that happened to her in the basement?
She did. She said she doesn't hardly ever go in the basement.
Yeah. Well, it was
When I had stopped in here to pass the flyers out for our event, that's what she immediately told me. That's why she wanted us to come in here.
You know, I was just outside here with Dan waiting for you to get done. We were looking at the building itself, and from brick to brick, I mean, we're looking at not just really the Martinsville SOAPWORKS factory itself, but the spiritually rooted place right here. And I don't know, do you guys want to just take a walk in there and see if we can talk to the owner and see if she might have had any experiences as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Cameron.
Hi, I'm Pam.
Pam, nice to meet you. We're with the Greater Western New York Paranormal Society.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And we were actually next door. We're filming with Heather at the Martinsville SOAPWORKS. She's been having some experiences going on.
I've heard.
You have. So
Yes.
you do know Heather?
Yeah, I know Heather, and actually I follow you guys on Facebook as
Okay,
well.
so you know who we are. too.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of
really
cool that you're here.
So we were just looking outside, looking at the building, and obviously this looks like one structure. You guys are in the same, what would have been an old-time building,
Right.
and it's now separated into two different businesses.
Right.
Now, how long have you guys been here?
We've been here for 3 years.
3 years? Okay. Now, she's been here for a little bit over a year, since 2013. And so she's been having experiences. Have you guys ever had any? I mean, obviously, if you guys are doing psychic readings here and stuff,
Yeah.
this is a more of a, you know,
We're kind of used to that.
you know, rhetorical question, but
Sure.
you know, you guys obviously have, you know, communication lines opened up here in your line of business.
When
too.
I first moved in, when I was moving things into the basement, I actually encountered a gentleman that's down there, and our staff has encountered him like a ton. But as far as doing readings, I mean, they're just our locals, I guess, or whoever
Yeah.
we're doing the reading for. And then, you know, and our customers are here, but we smudge really well every day at the store.
Okay.
Sometimes multiple times a day.
Okay.
Just to make sure that everybody, all the good energy is kept in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, consistency. That's
Yes.
what we found that the way
Yeah.
it works the best. I
Yep.
mean, it's not
We
just
never-
one time fix all. It's a more consistently.
Yep, yeah, we got a little, you know, I mean, we do it every day. Sometimes multiple times throughout the day, depending on
Yeah.
what's going on.
Great.
You know, I mean,
so
if
now
there's-
this guy in the basement you were talking about there. Now, did Heather told you she felt a male presence in her basement too, right?
Yeah, but hers, she said, was aggressive. I don't know. You know what? I've never done any investigating or anything like that, or even tapping in over there. Our staff has experienced things where, you know, one person was down there with a piece of paper and they dropped it, and she just heard, "You dropped something."
Okay, so you
And
guys
then-
are hearing like voice phenomena
Yeah,
down there too.
yeah, and she just darted up here and then didn't go back down. But
Ashley,
yeah.
Ashley's a psychic medium as well. Do you mind if we go
That would be-
downstairs and try to?
Sure.
Now we're walking back towards this end of this area. Now this is where you've been encountering this male.
Right in this back corner here is where the first time that I ever encountered him. Was the back.
Can we walk right back there? It really looks like this is like part of the storage area that nobody goes.
What
Yeah.
is this over here? This is like a little door or something.
Yeah, I mean, these things were all connected, just like there's another door in the back there that's cinder blocked up that used to go to the other store.
So basically, when we're saying from the outside that this is, originally it was built as one location, these basements were connected as one.
The basements were connected, yes.
So the male presence, I mean, could be possibly the same guy. So maybe
It could be.
we might need to look into that as well.
She might be perceiving it different than she is because she's,
I'm pretty comfortable with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and even our staff is pretty comfortable
when
because
she
it's
was
kind of what we do.
encountered with it, with the pushing, it was when she first moved in too.
Yeah,
So-
and I encountered him when I first moved in. That was the
Okay.
first time, I was down in the basement by myself, and I was like, oh, hello. And I just talked to him, and, I just was told that he owned the building, and that was it. He's never, like I said, we had our old staff, though, didn't like to come down here by themselves.
Yeah.
They would always come down 2 by 2. This staff, though, they know he's here. They'll kind of actually come down jokingly and say, I got to work down here for a few hours. Don't mess with me. So, I mean, they actually kind of engage him.
Employees that are getting this feeling, when they come down here, because I can tell. I mean, if you just look around, you have storage everywhere, but this particular area
was
is completely vacant,
It was not
and
intentional.
nobody's
It really wasn't.
yeah.
And I don't know why,
Or
other
a
than
walk. Well,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
somebody just comes down here and they get a bad presence, they're like, oh, I'll just put this box over here instead,
And it's
and
right.
it really kind of just goes away, right?
And it's
So-
funny because I'm the one that put the stuff that's here. The
Yeah.
staff never even went as far as here, and I don't. Not that I don't like going, but I don't like going over here. But it's funny though. Even these benches that were built for whatever reason stopped here.
Yeah,
Right.
They
here.
didn't go.
This area has been kind of reserved for this guy. It's almost like giving him credence to be here. It's like this is his place.
Also, we have 2 cats that live in the store, and sometimes you will see them kind of staring at something, and but not in the main store. It's always from the back on, or in the bathroom, or down here.
Okay.
But yeah, but it seems like he doesn't go past that. And to be honest, we don't smudge past there. I don't know why. Because we smudge the retail space. We never smudged down here. We've never smudged there. So
If you think of this building as one big house, I mean, we're talking about if we're going through a smudging process, really it's kind of like just smudging the living room, and
Right.
they
Right,
might be
well,
just
kind of,
walking
yeah.
over into the family
Absolutely.
room where
Which is right across
Heather's
the-
selling
exactly.
soap, and
Exactly.
she's just seeing them pass through all day, and she's like, there's nothing malicious going on there. It's almost like they're like wandering through, like they're kind of lost for a minute there. You know what I mean? Because you're having the smudging, and then they're being pushed out, to the next part of the house, right? So,
Right.
Maybe it would be a wise process to maybe include her in a smudging at the end of a day, or maybe once a week. Do you think that might be an
I don't know.
option?
She's not. I mean, you know what? It's funny because she brought up that she had called 2 guys.
Okay.
And I don't even think she said who. She just said she'd called somebody, and we didn't even think anything of it to say gee, we could smudge for you or anything like that. It
Yeah.
didn't even. Do you know what I mean? We just didn't even. That's kind of bad that we didn't, but we just. And like I
Well,
said,
that's what we do.
just started-
We bring people together.
Yeah.
Now, the most interesting thing about this place, I think, is that it was a former speakeasy.
Yeah, that's really cool, actually.
Yeah. And what was it? It was called the East Shank Drinkery.
Yes, the East
Yes.
Shank Drinkery.
So, and the owner, Heather, has been saying that, especially downstairs, she's been getting a lot of aggressive activity, like somebody's pushed her up the stairs. And we think that's basically because, it was just men that came here. There was no women, so they're kind of territorial and don't want her here. So
Yeah.
I think we should kind of check this out. I think we'll check out the shop first and see what kind of activity we find up here. She's basically been seeing a lot of shadow figures, people walking in the back. She just kind of sees it out of the corner of her eye. So we had the guys set up the laser grid. So why don't we just kind of see what's going on and see what we catch.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right. Well, why don't we go back here where the activity was? That'd be a good place, I think, to set up shop and just see. So we've got the laser grid. So if something walks by, we're going to see.
Spiking over to
Spiking over here.
It seems like it's by all the merchandise.
That's weird. Okay, what would you like to do first? Should we do EVP or do you want to try the obelisk?
Let's try the obelisk first.
Alright, let's turn that on. And this, just to go over this real quickly, what's going on?
Should.
Okay. It's preloaded with about 2,000 words, and the theory behind it is that each word has a specific energy level attached to it, so a spirit can come and manipulate that energy to make the word that they want to say to us come across. So we're going to see. Is there anyone here with us that would like to come through?
Here's a spring over
Is
here.
that going over? Is
Yeah,
that
this is it's a 2.5.
was that steady like that before when you walked over here?
No. It almost feels like
Something's
There's
just
some
energy
people
through
just
here. Well,
coming,
this is where she says
going.
she sees them walking out of the
yeah,
corner
it's
of her
like
eye.
coming and going. We don't want to bother you or harm you in any way. We just want to know that you're here.
If you're here with us while she's holding it, make the lights go off.
Or if you don't want to be near me, I'll set it down.
Let us know how you died.
Let us know why you still come here.
Are you the one that pushed Heather up the stairs? Yeah. That's solid. That's just solid.
Who's here with us right now? What's your name?
It's just staying. I mean, is it literally... It's just solid now.
Oh my gosh. What did I say? Think. Think about what? I don't know if it was just the laser or something, but I swear to God, I just saw somebody duck behind that, like, monitor, the TV monitor. It looked like somebody just went...
Guys, we were talking to Pam, and she said that her and her employees have confirmed that there was some sort of male spirit down here. She gave us the ability to come down here and actually investigate. And this is attached, obviously, with the Martinsville Soapworks. We really want to see if this might be the same guy. There's not like any spot that's not utilized until you get back there and it's completely vacant. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like they built a little spot for this spirit. So let's try to walk right in this like home and see if we can communicate. All right. Okay. Yep. All right. This is the area where they have been feeling this male energy present here. How do you want to start the investigation, guys? Spirit box? Do you want to just start off with a spirit box, see if we can open up some line of communication?
See what we can do.
Yes, so a spirit box session here in the basement at the Spiritually Rooted. I mean, as soon as we turned around, a man just started talking and talking and talking. You know? Are Are you having trouble crossing over to the other side? Spikes. Look at that. You getting this, Jess?
Can you move that nail on the ground?
Whoa. Look how high that is.
You're obviously very close. Move
We're
it.
trying to move that now.
Move it. It's a screw. It's a big screw. A drywall screw.
You almost got it. Try again. Move that screw.
Push your energy towards this way.
I can't.
It said I can't.
Use mine.
Look at the spikes coming. Every time you ask him to move something. He's trying.
What about that staple? It's a little smaller.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm getting chills.
This way. I felt the heaviness on the stairs.
I felt the heaviness on the stairs, and I actually feel lighter.
I feel like this is.
I was gonna say I felt a lot on the stairs.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I felt a lot on the stairs, and actually, as we started, now I haven't been in the back. But
I told
as
her,
I started
yeah.
to come through here, I actually felt lighter than I did on the stairs.
On my walkthrough, I got to about the third stair, and I kind of went, "Ooh, okay, all right."
Okay. In here, what's strange is I'm actually picking up a young child. It has nothing to do with this place, per se, as far as like historical thing.
No, not at all. It's not from here. It's from
The child?
yeah.
Because you're getting the child too?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a child. But it's, I mean, it feels like it's not.
I expected to turn this corner and see a kid going.
I felt the child, like, really strongly. And I'm hearing the child say, yeah, the rest are here. But, but it's a happy child, though. Like, it's not.
She may even be a non-Caucasian woman. I'm not going to say what her nationality is, but her skin is dark, but not like African American dark. Maybe she's of mixed ethnicity. And she was wearing a gray dress, and it's long, and she has a white apron, like she performs like household tasks. Yeah, I don't think she works in a restaurant or anything, but it might be like a hospital or some kind of a place.
Okay, when you're saying that, I got, like, as soon as you said hospital, I got, like, a.
Orphanage?
I feel like more like that. Like something, but I want to know what was here before.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not from here.
I don't know either.
See, everything that I get down here is not like to the structure; it's to the land.
Yes.
And when I
It's
envision him.
Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's-
yes.
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
that.
yes.
But
I
the
would
first
agree.
account to when I came down here,
Uh-huh.
it's very aggressive because you don't know who I am.
Right.
But into him,
He's
got to push first, and then
Right,
he gets
yeah.
your feel, and then it's
Respect
a
me.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, like I'm
aggressive
deserving of
to
respect.
first,
Yeah.
but it's that I just see him flipping the collar. And,
Mhm.
And that's how I saw him
Like that.
standing. Like,
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like this was like a good, like whatever he was doing was good, but he didn't want people to necessarily know.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
No,
like
I agree with that.
a
I
girl
agree
Yeah.
with
and
that.
2 boys. And, yeah, yeah.
And I don't feel anything sinister. And like I said, when I ask about alcohol, obviously I know that this used to be a bar.
Right.
When I ask about alcohol, I get, oh no.
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 And I agree with you that it was before that.
Yeah.
Because again, it's just the land.
Yes.
What's
Not so
happening?
much
It's
structure.
something that's happened here
Before
prior
this
to this
building.
building.
When I ask about Heather, like upstairs, I'm like, I need to introduce her. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I just need to introduce her to him and even maybe even some of these kids.
But that I think was the initial concern for Heather, was the
Yeah.
meeting, the coming down
I
here,
think she
and that
needs to
one
meet- I
time
think she
it
needs to
kind
meet
of
him was not a good one.
No.
And she just took it wrong, if
Right.
you will. Because I feel like he's sort of like, hello, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
don't push him back,
Right.
you're gonna fear him. But he
It's
really is
uncomfortable.
absolutely
Yeah.
nothing to fear.
Can you tell us your name?
I feel like he's sort of like, hello.
Do you know how long you've been here? Help. Help? No. We want to help you, but you have to tell us how to help you. This is why. Yeah, that's why. We want to try and help you so that you can move on and get to a better place so that you're not stuck here. Just tell us what you need us to do. Is somebody or something keeping you here? What do you think about the people that work upstairs?
But he
It's
really is
uncomfortable.
absolutely
Yeah.
nothing to fear.
Do you know why we're here? Is there any little kids trying to talk to us? We heard there was some of you around here. Yeah.
What's strange is I'm actually picking up a young child.
Do you want to come and play with us and talk to us? Yes. Really, yes, yep. It was like a whole bunch of yeses and yeps all in the room. What's your favorite game to play? How about hide and seek? We'll go hide, and you try to come find us. Hey. Or we could play duck, duck, goose, and you could tap one of us on the shoulder. There you go. You be it first.
Can you just fill us in on what you were able to pick up down there? Go ahead.
I picked up children initially, one child in particular on a tricycle. And then the information that I was getting was all coming from the child about the man that you've talked to, but has nothing to do with this physical building, has to do with the land.
Were you ladies picking up children as well?
I did. There was a girl. She was like between 10 and 12 years old. She was about that tall. And there were two boys that were like stair steps. They were really close in age, but much younger than her. Like 7 and 8, 6 and 4.
Really? You too?
I didn't pick up kids.
You didn't pick up the kids?
I'm the man. I'm the man the whole time from the time I got here. I wanted to figure him out. I wanted to figure out why it was so uncomfortable for you and why it was uncomfortable for me just initially going down in there. But we all did come to the conclusion. We all pretty much agree on the man. You know, how he is, what he's like, up to what he wears, up to why he's here. It has nothing to do with this building. It's the land, 100%.
Have you ever had experiences with children?
It's funny that you mentioned that because when my daughter and I were here earlier and everybody else was gone, she heard a child in the back of the store. And then maybe...
This is today?
Today, yeah, like a couple hours ago.
Okay. Let's go back to the prominent man who's down there who we believe we pushed you out of this place. We believe he was telling you to get out, right?
Is that-
So, I mean, as far as when you guys were picking up this man, were you picking up anything negative from this guy or anything like that?
He's proud. He's just a proud man, and he just wants acknowledgement because he's not here to do anything detrimental to you. He's not here. He's not wishing you out. My sense of how he presented himself is just he just wants some respect. Just a little, pay me a little respect, give me a how do you do, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that I'm here.
Like what I said in the beginning, in the basement is like, we just need to introduce him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
say, hi, this is Heather. She needs to work here. This is her livelihood.
What do you think about the people that work upstairs?
We have an adult male, adult female, and we have children.
Right.
And whether they're relation or not, they're almost coexisting like in this area, with each other. So
That's the sense I get. That when the kids come, it's like Uncle
Yeah.
Dave, or there's no blood relation. Yeah.
okay, you ready to go downstairs in the basement?
Sure.
Heather, what's your initial feelings coming back down here right now?
It's better.
You feel like things are a little bit better?
Yeah, it's better down here.
Okay. Because, really, they haven't really done anything yet but just acknowledge this guy's presence. And it seems like he's kind of cool with that, right? He's backing off a little bit from his... He's not malicious in any way. And he's not, trying to, be territorial or anything like that. He's willing to share. I guess somebody just needed to acknowledge his presence.
And I get a sense that even though he is that stern person, he does have that soft side to him. He's made that really clear in the people that he supports, the children and the woman. Have you ever thought about giving him a gift? I don't know, like setting up a little space and just tossing him something that
What I just heard when you were
there.
saying that, what I heard is actually he wants you to succeed, and actually he could help you draw people in. Like I know that sounds crazy, but listen, this all sounds crazy. But I mean, I feel like he actually would help you.
Well, if you're
Do you
going
know what I mean?
back
I feel like
to
he'd
when
help
she
you.
was talking about the African American woman,
Yeah.
this woman was somebody who was in need of help.
Right.
And this guy had a warm enough heart to bring her in to help her succeed. And I think that what they're trying to tell you is that he's willing to do that for you too. Like I said, this isn't the children, the woman, and the man. They're living here like a family, and I think they're really willing to let you be part of that family too.
When you started that, I just heard thank you. And I feel like it's almost a thank you that you brought these folks here to acknowledge him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a gratitude from him.
It's
Because
like-
when you started talking, I heard thank you.
It's just that simple acknowledgement. Let's all be family. He's agreeable to that.
And he's a good guy.
Yeah, he really
is.
We have this big old building, and we have two new companies, new businesses that are thriving inside of this building together. And really, this is like an opportunity for you guys to come together and really make your neighbors family.
Yeah.
And
Call on us. If truthfully, any one of us next door, if you're going, you just come and say, hey, look, bring the sage, bring a prayer, bring some holy water,
not everybody's got somebody right next door. I mean, I bet when you woke up this morning, this isn't the way you think it would end.
No.
This is much more positive.
No. Oh, yeah.
Of a solution.
Yeah.
And you have help not only from the community, but your neighbors as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you got a lot of support here.
Yeah.
And I think even the spirits that are here are willing to support you too. Because
Yes.
like when we were talking before, I mean, your business is who you are. You've brought your family history, everybody in your life that's made you who you are, also made this business what it is. And that's something that, obviously is very respectful from outside looking in. You deserve a lot of credit, and we can all see it, and I'm sure that these people down here can see all the hard work and all the love and care that goes into in both of your businesses. So I don't think you guys got much to worry about from here, but there is ghosts, but you guys can coexist with them, right?
Yeah, they don't have to go. I would never, if they're comfortable here, if this is their home too, I wouldn't make them go.
You guys have very positive spirits here, and it's almost in good fortune for all you guys involved. So, I wish you guys the best of luck moving forward with your
thank you so much.
businesses. Absolutely, it was very nice meeting you, ladies. I hope that we're going to leave you in a better place. A little bit closer now. Not that the wall was too far away, but good. All right, ladies.
Thank
We're
you.
done.
Great. Thanks.